Even without a bunch of their star players, the Meralco Bolts still come up with a huge comeback win to begin their campaign in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. Meralco fought back from as many as 23 points down against the Phoenix Fuel Masters and sealed the win 111 to 109. Meralco unloaded a massive scoring surge in the fourth quarter, beating Phoenix in that period 33 to 18. Aaron Black, who returned from a knee injury, was chosen as the best player of the game. Black finished with 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. But the biggest moment came from Meralco import Akil Mitchell. There he is, 27 markers, including the game-winning one-hand floater with a second left. Mitchell also grabbing 13 boards and dishing out 3 assists in his PBA debut. Meralco was without Alain Maliksi, Chris Banquero, CJ Cancino, Brandon Bates, and Jolo Mendoza, all due to injuries. Phoenix import Donovan Smith had another stellar outing, posting 33 points and 9 boards in the loss. Phoenix, though, remains winless after 2 tries in the Commissioner's Cup. After the grueling match, Coach Luigi Trillo spoke about what it means to play hard despite missing their key players.
Give these guys credit. I thought, Aaron's not supposed to be getting this many minutes. We have guys down. Nice to see him back. I thought Akil also played well, but collectively, just proud of the guys. Big for us. 72 in that first half. Third quarter, only 18 points.
In the second game, the Converge, Fiber Xers, and Eastern go head-to-head for an early lead in the standings. Not much separated the two squads during the early parts of the game, but it was Eastern who had the first big run, taking a 42-32 lead behind a 12-0 blast in the second quarter. Converge managed to trim the lead to just 3 points for a 55-58 deficit at halftime. Import Cameron Clark came up huge for Eastern with 22 big points. It's Alex Stockton leading Converge with 13 in just the second quarter alone.
2 more sets of doubleheaders in the PBA Commissioner's Cup are coming your way this weekend.
All games will take place at the Inares Center in Antipolo. The NLEX Road Warriors and Blackwater Bossing will start things off tomorrow at 5 in the afternoon. Both NLEX and Blackwater will try to bounce back after disappointing losses in their respective PBA openers. Up next are the Terra Firma Jeep against the Northport Batang Pier at 7:30 in the evening. The Jeep are coming off a blowout loss to Converge, while Northport handily defeated NLEX last night. There's also a chance that Stanley Pringle and newly acquired guard Terence Romeo will reunite against their former team.
Then on Sunday, the Magnolia Hotshots and the Converge Fiber Xers will look to build on their first day wins when they clash at 5 p.m. After that, the Meralco Bolts and the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters will square off at 7:30 in the evening. You can, of course, catch these games live on PBA Rush, RPTV, and the Pilipinas Live app.
It turns out Christian Standhardinger can't just simply retire because of his current contract with the Terra Firma Jeep. C-Stan still has a month left in his deal, and PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall points out that Terra Firma can enforce the contract by filing charges against the Filipino-German Center. The commissioner also says Terra Firma still needs to make an offer if they want to retain the rights to C-Stan. Failure to do so before their existing contract expires will make the high-scoring big man a free agent. The league chief made his comments after Terra Firma revealed that C-Stan told them of his intention to retire from the PBA.
Christian, may isang buwan pang kontrata para kay Terra Firma. Ang magagawa doon kung hahabulin talaga, magdidemanda si Terra Firma, pero isang buwan lang kasi. Okay? Yung rights, mapupunta sa kanila, kailangan mag-offer sila. Kahit i-email lang o basta may makita kami in-offer sila, yung rights nun na kay Terra Firma, maski na mag-retire sa gusto niya bumalik, ang rights yun na kay Terra Firma. Kailangan mag-offer siya ng magbigay siya ng offer sheet bago mag-expire.
Meanwhile, over at the Japanese B-League, Gilas mainstay Dwight Ramos is set to reprise his role as the captain of the Asia All-Stars. This is the second straight year that Captain Dwight will lead a team of Asian quota imports in the B.League All-Star weekend. They will face the Rising Stars, a collection of best young talents in Japan. Joining Dwight's team are fellow Pinoys like Kai Soto of the Koshigaya Alphas, Kiefer Ravena of the Yokohama B Corsairs, Matthew Wright of the Kawasaki Brave Thunders, Ray Parks Jr. of the Osaka Ebesa, and AJ Edu of the Nagasaki Velka. Ramos and company won the previous edition of the All-Star Game 127 to 115. Parks will also join the three-point contest for the first time. The 2025 B-League All-Star Game will take place in Funabashi City in Japan.
In other news, Bambol Tolentino secures a fresh 4-year term as president of the Philippine Olympic Committee. Tolentino won the POC elections by a landslide. He secured 45 votes, while his opponent, baseball president Chito Loizaga, garnered only 15 votes. This marks Tolentino's third term as POC president, having first been elected in a 2019 special election. Before the vote, Tolentino highlighted Filipino athletes' achievements during his tenure. This includes Heidelin Diaz's historic gold medal at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and Carlos Yulo's 2 golds at the Paris 2024 Olympics. First Vice President Al Panlilio of basketball and Second Vice President Richard Gomez of modern pentathlon also retained their posts. Panlilio ran unopposed and received 53 votes, while Gomez edged out Carl Zambrano of skateboarding 37 to 22. School pride is at stake again as the UAAP Season 87 Men's Basketball Final Four tips off tomorrow. We're breaking down the numbers from the elimination round matchups of UP and UST, as well as Adamson and LaSalle. Stay tuned here on Play by Play.
By Play only on One News. The time has come, UAAP fans. The semifinals of the men's basketball tournament tip off tomorrow at the Big Dome, the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The second-seeded UP Fighting Maroons will take on the third-seeded UST Growling Tigers at 3:30 in the afternoon. Then the top seed, De La Salle Green Archers, face the fourth-seeded Adamson Soaring Falcons at 6:30 p.m. Both La Salle and UP have the twice-to-beat advantage in the semis, and you can also catch both games live on One Sports, the UAAP Varsity Channel, and the Pilipinas Live app. Now let's take a look at a tale of the tape in that upcoming action-packed doubleheader.
The UP Fighting Maroons were able to beat the UST Growling Tigers in both their meetings this season. Taking a look at the numbers in round 1, UP took down an erratic UST squad 81 to 70. The Tigers committed 24 turnovers, which the Maroons converted into 31 big points. The Maroons themselves committed 17 errors, but UST was only able to turn those into 11 points. UP's dominance in the paint also resulted in 42 points, 18 more than UST's. The second unit was also a big factor for the Maroons, notching 55 of their 81 points compared to just 15 from UST's bench. In the second round, the Tigers were able to limit their turnovers significantly, but they were still unable to get over the hump against the Maroons 83 to 73. That's mainly due to UP's efficient shooting. They hit over half their field goal attempts, while UST made only 35%.
Meanwhile, the De La Salle Green Archers tormented the Adamson Soaring Falcons this season. And as you can see on your screens right now, La Salle blew out Adamson in round 1, 82 to 52. The Archers hit 15 threes that game and were able to move the ball really well, tallying 27 assists compared to only Adamson's 11. The LSU also imposed itself down low, howling down 52 total boards, 16 of them offensive. In their second round rematch, LaSalle dealt the Falcons another beatdown, 70 to 45. Adamson bricked a whopping 15 free throws in that game. And of course, Coach Topex Robinson's system yielded 24 assists for the Archers compared to just only 8 from the Falcons. Points off turnovers were also key, as you can see, with DLSU putting up 19 to just 7 by Adamson. The De La Salle Green Archers are gunning for a second straight UAAP men's basketball title, and based on what they've done so far, they're right on track. And the elimination round, the reigning champs lost only twice to finish with a 12-2 win-loss record. Their first loss was a major upset against the UE Red Warriors, while the other came in a non-bearing game against the NU Bulldogs. With that, they still won every important match against the toughest teams in the UAAP. LaSalle's ace, Kevin Kiambao, is on his way to becoming a back-to-back MVP. Right behind him in the statistical points race is another Green Archer in motor Mike Phillips. Of course, on top of all these is none other than De La Salle head coach Topex Robinson. Starting lineups, Boom Gonzalez caught up with a Green Archers tactician to talk about his journey toward a title repeat.
What have you learned about yourself from a personal standpoint in the last year? You can include this year and last year, the 2 years that you've been in La Salle specifically. What have you learned about your journey with La Salle, learned about yourself that you did not know coming into La Salle?
Well, I know that the pressure will be there. I know what I signed up for. Some friends of mine were telling me, wag dyan.
Winawarningan ka na.
Oo,
ganun.
mahirap dyan.
Okay.
Baka mawala ka ng kumpiyansa dyan. But
Okay.
sabi ko nga, if you this program will either make you or break you. And I asked myself this question. Ano ba yung pagsisisihan mo in the future?
Yung ginawa mo or yung hindi mo ginawa?
Yung iniwasan mo yung challenge, yung
Right,
pressure,
Right.
or sinubukan mo and you failed.
Right.
And obviously I took the first option that I grabbed it, and whatever the circumstances of it, I was up for it. I asked for it, I prayed for it, I asked God to give me this opportunity, and He gave it to me. So now, what's next? You know, you stick to what you believe in. You know, the buy-in of the players is important, and I think what worked for me has always been the relationships. You know, at the end of the day, it's about the relationships. You know, how you build it. Trust is not asked for. It's not an instruction. It's a feeling, and it showed, and that's what we're holding on to now. You know, those won games is because of trust.
Yeah.
Those lost games also, boom, is about trust. So we're gonna hold on to what we believe in, and it's about relationships.
What have you experienced in La Salle that you have not experienced in other communities, schools? And this is not to compare or knock, you know, at that time of your life. Timing yan, di ba, Coach? So now that you're in La Salle in the last couple of years, what have you experienced there that is unique to La Salle?
Well, the community. You
What
know,
about the community?
It's a solid community. You know, sabi ko nga, nandun yung pressure and a reminder that those people that are cheering for you will also be the same person that will crucify you.
Or that can, at least, yes.
Yeah, but
Gets, yeah.
up to now, boom, when I watch the Salle Ateneo games, I told this to my players that those games will be there forever.
Right?
You click on the La Salle Ateneo game,
Right.
it will bring you as far as 30 years ago.
Correct, yeah.
And those players that represented the LSU, you want to honor them. And I keep on reminding myself that I'm just so grateful to be here. Up to now, when I watch our games, it gives me goosebumps. I keep reminding myself that this is really happening. Am I living in a dream? And I'm just so grateful. I mean, it's not easy, but if given a chance again in my next life, I'll still take this opportunity.
What kind of influence do you think have you been to your players? Hindi ito sa pagbubuhat ng bangko, pero what do you think? I'm sure whether it's a silly influence or, you know, a profound influence, what do you think have you been to your boys?
I think a couple of aha moments for me is when I listen to them speak on interviews, what they say. Sabi ko, wow, they're now saying the things that I usually say. So ibig sabihin, boom, they're picking up the things that I say. That made me more realize how important of an impact I am for them.
Yeah.
And ang sabi ko nga sa sarili ko, I keep on telling this that I hope I'm making a difference to their lives. We're not just talking about their careers here in the UAAP and DLSU. We're talking about 15 years from now. Where are they now?
Right.
And it's always a testament of who's here watching our games. The former players that was here last season where I came here. It's nice to see Evan. It's nice to see Waki.
Yeah.
It's nice to see Mark Nono.
Right.
It's nice to see Paulie. It's nice to see Francis Escandor. Even you don't have to ask them to watch games. They're gonna be there. They're gonna come to your practice and tell the players, huwag niyong sayangin yung opportunity that you have with coach. So it's just nice to see those. Sabi ko nga, to see them go back. Ibig sabihin, they miss this program. And isa yun sa mga bagay that kept me going. You know, seeing them here and then even if hindi kami nagkita, tatawagin ka nila just to say hi.
Right, yeah.
And those are the things that are valued.
Yeah, well, there's more in the pipeline for you, I'm sure. You want to stay here in this community. We wish you the best in the Final Four. As I always say on the show, on Starting Lineup, we wish you and your boys good health because that's the most important thing, and then everything will follow from there. Coach, thank you for your time.
The UAAP Women's Basketball Stepladder Semis will also start tomorrow at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The first game is between the third-seeded Adamson Lady Falcons and the fourth-seeded Ateneo Blue Eagles. That match will tip off at 12 noon. The winner gets the right to face number 2 seed and reigning champion, the UST Growling Tigresses. You can also catch that game live on One Sports, UAAP Varsity Channel, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
Coming into their stepladder game, it will be the Adamson Lady Falcons who may have that slight advantage over the Ateneo Blue Eagles. The Lady Falcons claimed a 77-72 victory over the Blue Eagles in the round 1 matchup. Adamson's defense was the story here, holding MVP KC De La Rosa to only 10 points on 3 field goals. Adamson also dominated in key team statistics. 21 steals compared to Ateneo's only 5. The Lady Falcons also forced 33 turnovers and scored 29 points off those Ateneo errors. Adamson also scored an impressive 28 perimeter points to Ateneo's 11. The Lady Falcons bench outscored the Blue Eagles 44-2. Round 2 told a similar story as Adamson swept the season series with a 58-52 win. This time, though, De La Rosa responded with a dominant double-double, scoring 15 points and grabbing 19 huge rebounds. However, Adamson's team effort prevailed once again. They limited their turnovers to 13 while forcing 25 from Ateneo. Adamson scored 24 perimeter points to Ateneo's 10. Their bench continued to shine, outscoring Ateneo 33-17. But of course, you can throw all those stats and numbers away when we reach the Final Four. Adamson looks to carry its momentum into the stepladder semifinals, but Ateneo will be out for vengeance, ready to prove that they can deliver in crunch time. After the break, we'll take one last look at the themes for this year's UAAP cheer dance competition. That and a lot more when Play by Play returns. Stay tuned, only here to One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play by Play on One News. The Signal HD Spikers add to their winning streak ahead of the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference semifinals. The HD Spikers closed their campaign in the preliminaries by dominating in straight sets. The PGJC Navy Lions 25-22, 25-21, and 25-18. The HD Spikers finished with an 8-1 record, with their lone loss coming against the Savoj Spin Doctors in 5 sets.
Meantime, the Savoj Spin Doctors complete the semis cast of the Spikers Turf Invitational Conference. Savoj booked their ticket and knocking out Eco Ilasal from contention with a straight sets victory 25-23, 29-27, and 25-18. Crucial wins in the first and second set gave the Spin Doctors all the momentum heading into the third. The Spin Doctors will now turn their attention to the semis alongside Signal, Crisscross, and FEU. Boys and girls, we've got an all PBA lineup in tonight's highlight reel to end the week. Let's start off with Jerome Lastimosa. Welcome to the PBA. What a block on Rey Suerte that leads to a break here, and then a set play. He gives it to Ahanmisi. What a reunion by the Falcons, and 4. Bang, 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 bang. 4 bangs from Jerick Ahanmisi. And what a debut for Jerome Lastimosa. 9 points, 4 assists. Magnolia wins over Blackwater 118-100. Up next, Meralco versus Phoenix. Tyler Teo. Woo, what a move on Akil Mitchell. And then the pass. Woo! It should have been a foul counted play. Phoenix wanted a foul there, but it was a great dish. Donovan Smith, take a look again, letting Akil Mitchell dance there. Couple of moves, and then the drop pass. Woo! Teo, 17 points, 8 dimes. Smith went firing for 33 points, and Phoenix ties the game to force into OT. But Akil Mitchell has other plans. One-hander. Woo! What a teardrop. And that seals the deal for Meralco. A second remaining, folks. It was tied at 109 all. After being down as many as 23 big points new to their go-to against a solid defender in Tuffin. The help by Smith, no problem for Akil Mitchell for the win. Big time win for Meralco there. That got me going on this Friday. Just when you thought rain or shine was gonna win, pull away with 23-point lead, Meralco with that game-winning from Akil Mitchell.
Gotta love that Tyler Teo play against Akil, though. Before we go, we've got one last look at the expected themes for the UAAP Season 87 Cheer Dance Competition, which is happening on Sunday. Kicking things off, the Ateneo Blue Eagles will amaze us with their take on the creation of the universe. Next, get ready to dance to classics as the UE Pep Squad brings the iconic Sex Bomb groove to life. Yes, that's right. They will have a Sex Bomb themed performance.
Sex bomb, sex bomb.
The UST Salingawid dance troupe will take us back to our childhood with their Batang 90s theme. After that, get ready to sing along as Adamson celebrates iconic karaoke hits. It's summer in December for the UP Pep Squad as it brings the heat to the dance floor. Next up, prepare to launch into the cosmos with the NU Pep Squad's Outer Space performance. Following them will be the DLSU Animo Squad, where strategy meets dance as they showcase a unique chess theme. Closing the show, the defending champs, the FEU Cheering Squad, will bring a chillingly beautiful routine inspired by Frozen. Catch all the performances on Sunday at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay. You can also watch via One Sports, the UAAP Varsity channel, and on the Pilipinas Live app.
I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I can't wait because a lot of very interesting, themes, and that's going to get the crowd going for sure.
Yep, I cannot wait for that. And actually, we are out of time because we had a lot of stories today.
And what a week, too. Happy Friday. It is the weekend, folks. That's all from us tonight and all week. But you can catch us again on Monday at 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News. That's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We're also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
Actually, excited. And then it's interesting yung sex bomb. Paano kaya yun, di ba? Yung sex bomb. Wow! I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Latuncada. Thank you for watching. We leave you with an early Christmas gift from the MVP group, the lyric video of Merry ang Vibes ng Pasko.
So
Please watch.
Maraming mang pinagdaanan, pag-asa't liwanag ang lahat.